Hey guys, what's going on? It's Global Rabbi now bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now today we will present the charts, but first and foremost I want to talk over some fundamental analysis before we do dive into those crypto charts. First and foremost, within the past 24 hours we have this post here. So breaking news, the S&P 500 is now down 140 points in the past 4 hours, raising 1.2 trillion of market cap since its high this morning. Below is a 5-minute candle chart of the S&P 500, which shows the index falling in a literal straight line lower. So it's not looking good for the S&P 500. Obviously 1.2 trillion. The crypto market as a whole is only worth 2.33 trillion as it stands at the moment. So that would be approximately half of the crypto total market cap. That's what the S&P 500 is down, so it's not looking great for the S&P 500. We've just had non-farm payrolls as well, hence this massive spike up here, because non-farm payrolls is the most important news of the month, which is released at the first Friday of every single month. Obviously, we are now into August. So this is the news here. US non-farm payrolls grow 114k in July. Unemployment rate rises to 4.3%. So it's not looking good either for the US, because we've just had the rates remain the same, and then unemployment figures have actually exceeded expectations as well. So there's more unemployment in the US, which is bad for the dollar. Hence why we've got this euro dollar chart up here. Euro dollar. Obviously, euro is outperforming the dollar at the moment. This is the most traded currency in the market worldwide. So, without further ado, we can actually take a sneak peek at the SPX S&P 500 as well, just to highlight what has been happening here with the S&P 500. So, this is a chart here. This is on the 3-hour time frame as well. So, you can see ever since around 16th of July, we have been pretty much in free fall. Up until the end of July there, we got that bounce. Then obviously we're making sort of lower highs, if you will. So it looks as if the S&P 500 could have potentially topped out here. However, we have had significant dips in the past. We've managed to recover and actually create new all-time highs in the stock market. Okay, so if we just go out onto the higher time frames, for example, like say, let's go onto the weekly here. You can see what's going on here. Now you can see throughout history you've got this blue 200-day moving average. So usually we like to bounce, and we also like to, even if we dip below sharply, we always like to revisit. So this for me would be the fair value of the S&P 500. You can see we've had a really good rally up there. Rejection, we managed to climb above again, and then we've created new all-time highs. So the S&P 500 at the moment looks as if it wants to retest this 200-day moving average, which is at approximately around 5,000 points, give or take. So there we have it, guys. We will dive into the charts as well. We've got, let's just have a look, see, here we go now. I'll move myself across to there, and then we can see exactly what's going on in the markets. Now what I'm going to do is filter by watch list. In fact, let's just filter the top 100 coins first. So yeah, we've got a few of these coins around here. Let's go through to the watch list now. The watch list. Let's have a look on the weekly first. Weekly on the watch list, Velo is the best performer on the weekly, up 3.8%. Nothing to write home about. However, we're having a steady week seeing as we are rolling into a new month now. Obviously, we've had quite a bit of bad news with the US, with interest rates remaining the same, which was expected. However, what was the unexpected news was obviously these non-farm payrolls coming through as, you know, higher than expected, because obviously we've risen from 4.3% up to 4.3%. So there we have it, guys. Now let's go over to the charts. We'll check out Velo, seeing as this is the highest gainer for the week. Now again, we can see, look at this, we're getting a nice bounce out of this wedge here. Again, we've got the 200-day moving average here. So it's looking very, 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 very bullish indeed. Now, this is the first time I've actually checked Velo out today. I've not checked Velo out for a few days. In fact, I don't even think I've covered it at all this week, because I've been concentrating on Xrp, because obviously there was rumours that Annalisa Torres would make a ruling on the Xrp Ripple case. However, that's not been the case. Anyway, that's XRP. We'll get onto that shortly. So Velo here, we've got this symmetrical triangle here, which for me, we could alter this. We could manipulate this sort of lower wedge, if you will, to sort of fit the narrative. However, with the lines of marker, I believe we're somewhere down here. So the trend, this upper trend line is reliable. However, with this trend line, you can manipulate this wherever you want. So I would be inclined to manipulate, well, not necessarily manipulate, but for me, I want to fit as many closes in to that triangle as possible. Now you can see here we've dipped below, and if you actually scroll in and zoom in, you can actually see around this sort of section here. So this is a section I'm missing out here, but with the candlestick patterns playing out, I believe that actually fell outside the wedge, and then we broke above, retested with these two red candles, and then we've actually wicked and bounced off there to actually kind of signal that we are into a sort of bullish trend, if you will, in the interim. So for me, that would be sort of the symmetrical triangle that I'd be looking to playing out, and the apex of that triangle there would be week commencing on the 16th of September. So again, all eyes are on September as we expect rate cuts, as we keep reiterating, but that is just the reality of the markets. We are waiting for the interest rates to be cut for the US, which again will be further bad news for the US economy, the US dollar. However, the flip side to that is it's positive for crypto. So if you're in crypto, it's positive. If you're in the US dollar, you're just tucking away and saving up for a rainy day, it's bad news. So without giving any financial information, I'd be looking at putting my US dollars, euros for that matter. Even though the euro is currently outperforming the US dollar, I'd still be putting my euros into crypto right now. So this is where we are, guys. We have successfully bounced and retested the wedge, so it's looking very, very good for Velo. However, we're still not out of the woods. There could still be some more downside here to around 0.007, and then we could grind to the end of this wedge before we actually do get the official sort of breakout to the upside, if you will. Then that is when, you know, we guys, you guys, me, you, everybody else that's involved in Velo will be rewarded handsomely. Now let's just do a quick measure up from current prices up until the all-time highs there. So you're looking here around 15,500%. So still there's 154x still to be had with Velo if we're just riding up to the weekly all-time highs on this particular exchange. So that's Velo looking really, really good now. Risk to reward is still on point in my opinion. Now XRP, where are we with XRP? I have been on this is a log chart now, so let's just go back to, I've just been having a play around, guys, so it might be a little bit messy going into these charts here. So where are we now? Again, we could be more aggressive with this, because obviously I'm reverting. Tell you what, let's sort myself out first. See to yourself. That's what they say when you catch a flight. See to yourself first before seeing to everybody else. So here we go. For me, I believe we've actually hit the apex there, and we've got this breakout here. So XRP, I mentioned about XRP trading above institutional levels. Now I was looking to break a yellow trend line, which was major structure. Obviously I've deleted that, but for now I'm just going to keep this chart simple, because what we are doing here, you can see again the 200-day moving average again, which is an institutional level. So whether or not XRP wants to come back and retest this 200-day moving average, which is currently stipulating around that 54.5 mark. So XRP for me there's a possibility we could retest that, okay? So if we catch that, if the 200-day moving average catches the XRP price, that would be brilliant going into September. If we get a ruling from Annalisa Torres sooner, obviously that is a bonus, and you know, we'll take it. So that's XRP at the moment. I see us going down at this moment in time anyway. In the interim, we're looking at getting down to that 200-day moving average. Now moving on to, we'll have a quick look at XRP Bitcoin chart. So somewhat very similar again interacting with the 200-day moving average. So whether or not XRP on the USD chart wants to come down, tag that 54 cent mark, And then what we can do then is look at breaking Bitcoin. So this is XRP Bitcoin chart on the weekly. So once that's happened, we could start breaking this. So again, I've reiterated that we have broken major market structure here with these red lines. Okay, again, people will be wondering why I've not marked the tops. That's why. If I really wanted to, just to make it clear, we could alter these lines here to catch the tops of these line with markers. So it just depends which charts you use the most. So we've already broken here, so this is where we are now, in this sort of yellow circle mark. But fast forward to this new cycle, so this is where we are now in terms of the chart. So it's literally a case of breaking that 200-day moving average. Now you can see we're literally there, we're interacting with it now, we're literally flirting with a 200-day moving average. Now institutions don't want to let XRP fly for whatever reason. You can see where we are now as I zoom in. So sooner or later, obviously you can see where the trend line is going to come through. I say trend line, the moving average. You can see how it comes lower and lower, and then eventually the price will converge with that 200-day moving average, and that's when the price is going to have to make a decision whether or not it's going to reject and roll over, which I doubt at the moment. In my opinion, there's a strong possibility that we are going to get that breakout. So this is what we're waiting for now, guys. 200-day moving average is boss at the moment. It is ruling and dictating the price. So what else have we got at the moment? What I can do is, I'm just trying to decide which one to look at. XDC, XRP, where are we with that? One of the biggest holdings. Again, we're under the 200-day moving average for the XDC XRP pair, which is why I'm loading up on XDC and why I favour it. You can see the respect as well going back here. So here, all the way from inception on this particular exchange anyway, we mark the high here. Look at this, look at the respect there. So that'll be the trend line. And again, we reject from the top trend line down to the bottom trend line. And when we hit the bottom of the trend line, that's when we get that massive rally. So this is when XDC begins to outperform XRP. And XDC does a phenomenal job there. So it's actually outran XRP by 200%. Now we're getting down again to this bottom trend line. If I just stretch this out, we've still got a little bit to go here, but when we do so, I expect a massive reaction from the market makers. Okay, and I expect a lot larger increase. Where this was a 200% increase, I expect a lot larger move, simply because we are literally at the end of this apex. Now I'm not going to actually alter this top trend line, because I believe that fits nicely, especially tagging this peak here. And then obviously you can see XDC XRP is coming down here. So this is where I'm at now, guys. Yeah, you could alter it slightly to around there. So that's saying around middle of August. Okay, you could see it play out, you could see it grind, you could see it, a little bit of sideways movement for 2 or 3 weeks, exactly what XRP's been doing against the Bitcoin before it really gets to rally. So again, all eyes on September. Nothing has changed, guys, but this is just a reiteration of what we already know, guys. But you know, we need to keep up to date, we need to make sure we're covering all the charts, and yeah, we are pretty much there now, guys. We are in the right place. Even I'm looking at, I'm considering making some big moves right now, to be honest with you. I'm looking at selling X, Y, and Z to actually reinvest some more capital, because I believe we are there now. So let's just get this timing on point. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you're always subscribing and liking the video, share, comment, do whatever you need to do, guys. I've been the Block Bull. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Thanks for watching now. Take care. Bye bye.